Everyone, welcome to Winbound After Hours. I've just noticed Ricky is the only one with a beer. What's going off?
You lot are lightweight Tuesdays, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it is 9 o'clock in the morning, Ricky.
I was busy doing work.
Yeah.
I was going
Hours,
to.
lads.
True.
This podcast is probably going to go out in about 3 weeks' time. I was going to mention the coronavirus, but I'm sure by then everyone will get sick of hearing about it. So should we talk about it, or should we just move on?
I've not got much to say about it, to be fair.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I can contribute
Yeah.
anything new.
Okay, let's move on.
I thought you were leading expert.
Oh,
We've got a working from home guide you can download. No, I'm joking. The amount of those I've seen on Twitter this week is just unbelievable.
yeah.
Work from home guide.
It's quite, I don't know where your line is on ethical marketing, but I don't quite like seeing
Jumping on the
those
back of it. Yeah.
tedious links to working from home with your
No.
software solution. As well.
Just a
Next,
shame.
workflows with the plague.
Yeah, there we go.
Shame for all the events, I guess, that are getting
Yeah,
postponed.
this is a
We
marketing
were very
point.
fortunate with ours just before it sort of kicked off, I suppose.
The hug got cancelled.
Yeah,
True. Yeah.
our big annual one, Love Inbound, we managed to get in just before. With Paul's inside medical knowledge, you just showed us when it would break out. We
Yeah.
had it in the week before.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good event as well. I mean, it's our second annual event. Do you want to chat about that? Really interesting event. So last year we doubled our numbers in figures. Any positives? You want to go around the room? Anything good happen?
Whoa. Form an orderly queue.
I was having yeah, go for it. Let's start with the one you said. You doubled the amount of people that were in the room. So it's about 150 people total.
People turned up again.
People turned
That's
up.
another good-
Yeah, people came for a second time. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a good sign.
After the first one.
That's an event organiser's dream. Speakers were good, quality. I
Cheers,
think the
thank
bar
you.
was really high, yeah, Paul in
Yeah.
particular. I think the bar was set as high as we could really for that sort of conference. Good feedback. Smiles on people's faces. Don't know what were negative.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. Well done, Emily and everybody.
Yeah.
I know you run a lot of videos promoting it and stuff. Yeah, it was ace, wasn't it? Just bigger and better.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite speaker, Paul?
Probably Megan.
Yeah.
They were all good, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone, especially clients coming on and saying stuff. But Megan's content was right up my street. So
Yeah.
that was my favourite.
Yeah, you mentioned that's something we did a little bit different this year. We got 3 of our clients from different sectors, different industries to come on stage and just chat about their journey in inbound. One of our clients has been with us 7 years, another one's been with a year. That worked out really well, Ricky. I know you interviewed him on stage.
It's a
Something
bit different, yeah. It's an odd one from my side of the table because the weeks leading up to it, I was like, I wish I just did a talk because I could control where it was going to go. But when I was up there, it was a lot easier than doing a talk, so I'm quite happy I did it, and it seemed to be quite well received. So
It's funny, like, I think I know one of our clients is a bit more, not formal, but traditional. Quite surprised by the formats of the events, and we're sort of used to it. And I think we had a DJ, there was like drinks going, food and drink. It was all
Purple lights
quite
shining
casual.
around,
Yeah, but it's interesting how people perceive like events or what they expect.
Yeah.
One of our clients is actually an events company, and it was probably different to even how they run them in their industry, but glad that's how we do it. It's a good excuse for a party.
I loved how, like you said, marketing-y conference it was.
Yeah.
Coupled, making it a digital 22 spin, it coupled with pie and peas for dinner.
Yeah.
For lunch.
Absolutely, yeah. Proper northern.
it was
It's good.
Yeah, got good.
I think
cookies.
that's one thing we could probably improve on next year if we are nitpicking is we had a motivational speaker last year at the start of the event and after dinner, which got everyone
Back up.
back up again. We never did that this year, so I think after Pie and Peas next year we should get Luke or another motivational speaker.
I
back on.
couldn't resist. Me and Ricky were in the queue and I said, we were on after dinner, so I'm going to go light. I don't want to be in a carb coma.
Yeah.
But then it was like mash, yeah, go on then, gravy, yeah, peas, yeah, cheese pie,
My
yeah.
was white shirt, gravy, peas. I was like, no, I'm not going near this. So I had dry pie just to make sure I didn't spit, and I only ate the outskirts of it. But yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Outskirts of a pie.
Yeah, that's probably not the right word, is it? But
It's like a
it was
poem.
It was big enough.
Really impressed with the speaker lineup. I mean, there were people from all over the world. Wasn't the Luke come from San Diego? We had people from Boston, loads from London as well. A lot of Southerners had travelled up to visit us, so thank you for that, guys. But yeah, Andrew, favourite speaker?
I mean, I was going to say Megan, but I like Luke Carthy's more on the like technical SEO side. Great personality, and new to us from like not just talking about inbound and like email and content and stuff that we probably expected to be talking about. You know, it was nice to have a bit of diversity on topics there. So yeah.
Good. Ricky?
Yeah, another Luke, but I like Luke Summerfield. I've heard most of his stuff before 100 times. I think he's a very good storyteller, set the scene quite well. If you're looking for how to do a presentation, I think that's can't go too wrong with that model of setting a story. Showed some examples of previous industries that have gone through similar evolutions and stuff, and didn't get too in the detail. I thought it was quite a nice flow to it. So yeah, I enjoyed his, and he's obviously enthusiastic and a nice guy, so easy to listen to.
Cool. I really liked Kirsty's second talk. The fact that she's getting you think more about creativity as a leader, so don't just throw people in a room and all start brainstorming. She says a lot of people hold back, they don't put the hand up. Her suggestion was spend 5 or 10 minutes so everyone brainstorming on their own in quiet and then share it with the team. It'll be a lot more creative and productive. So I got loads out of her talk. Because we were miking a lot of speakers up and doing it all, I never got to listen to a lot of the full talk. So I know Alex, our video guy, is editing these and they'll all be online very shortly.
What a plug.
Yeah.
What a plug.
Yeah.
And where will we find those?
You'll find them on digital22.com/loveinbound.
I'll have to make that page now.
I just thought,
Give us a job to do.
Emily said, wrong website. Loveinbound.com.
Just go to the blog, our blog, our social.
Seamless.
Natural.
Next.
Not so seamless. That was just absolutely jarring. What is next, Andrew?
No idea.
What is next?
We've done coronavirus and loving that. We ain't got anything else.
Just talking about events then. So it's a free event.
Mark, you're such a pro.
Back we go. Yeah.
This is a genuine question. So it costs a lot of money to put this free event on. Has it been worthwhile for us? Have we got any more customers from it? Are we going to do it
Have you
again
got your
next
money's
year?
worth, Mark?
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know Mark, that's a inside joke.
He's a Yorkshireman.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a bit tight, but you summed it up quicker than I would. Have we got our money's worth? I thought so. Like, well, I guess what's our aim? It's brand awareness. It's good content. It's the opportunity to meet more people face to face who are in the sales cycle or our current customers, and we can build relationships with. So
Team training.
I guess tick most of those boxes. Obviously, sales we'll see because it's got to
yeah.
go through a cycle. But in terms of the marketing side, in terms of the relationship side,
It's a good point. Like,
good
I guess
success.
you talking about an event in that way is probably quite alien to some listeners who know events as get a list of leads, take it back to the boss. That's what you got. Whereas with inbound and what we know about the whole sales process is we're really happy with the brand awareness, the videos we get out of it, the pictures we get, the B-roll for our, like that's all valuable to us. Some companies might not be like what you're talking about, but from a marketing perspective, that is of equal value. It's going to power our lead gen for the year ahead with the brand awareness and the content we get out of it. And
yeah, for sure.
anyone who does something similar that's a great thing to aim for, not just who's going to sign on the day, because that's not how we run that event. It's for learning, it's for inspiration, it's for just having a good day.
Yeah, there's not a desk at the back of the
and you do see that. It's not like sign up with HubSpot today, sign up with us
to the door on the way out.
Ours was day 2, but ignore that. But that's how we see events working really well, and it works for us. Fits in with our personality, and
I think it was good. I really liked that 2 things internally it helped with is the team getting a good training opportunity, like on the doorstep, some world-class speakers and me, and then the people who don't normally get to meet the clients, meeting a lot of the clients who came. So I was speaking to Molly yesterday. She was excited to meet clients who she doesn't work for as well, because there will be a time where she does work for them, and it's just makes things easier down the line as well.
Yeah.
So many, you don't see many free events anymore, do you? They start anywhere from 59 up to £100 per seat. I know it's something we talked about leading, what Andrew just said. Do we put a ticket price on that, or do we keep it free? Do we keep it open and educational? It's one to answer for next year. Don't know what anyone's thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I think we've got a debrief tomorrow maybe, or sometime next week, to try and just decide what our goals are. But like we said already, you just got to define what that is. If we're happy with the content, if we're happy with the brand awareness, the touch points, the relationship building, you can do all that for free. If you want to generate revenue, then obviously you've got to pay for it. It's picking what you want out of the event, isn't it? But I think what we try to do in the first 2 years is tick most of those marketing and kind of loose sales boxes of just having another touch point where people see us as authority and meet us face to face. Let's see. I'd imagine we'll keep it loosely like that, but it'd be an interesting conversation to have.
Well, one thing I noticed, and like your guys' opinion on this, when you go over to Boston, as we do, there's 20,000 people or 10,000 people at a marketing event. Ricky and I went to one at the NEC last month, and there was Gary Vee speaking, Grant Cardone, and all the top sort of marketing influential, and they struggled to get 1,200 people in. And them ticket prices are only £50 per ticket, so it just makes you think, is it worth us pushing a bigger event or putting ticket prices on when these big players, like the companies called Success Resources, and they can't fill an arena? So
it's one of those, I guess, with that, the pitch was so transparent in terms of what you were going to walk into. It was obvious you were going to go into a pretty high pressure sales situation. An event that's not particularly got a great reputation for doing that. They've kept, I think if they'd have charged £1,000 for a ticket but guaranteed none of that shit, they'd have had more people there. I don't think the speaker lineup was it. It goes back to what you want out of the day, and they wanted sign-ups on the day, and you obviously got these ludicrous discounts to do that.
Tell us what you really thought of the day, please.
No, to be fair, like we went knowing that, so it's like, I know this is going to happen. I'm just going to stay out of it and take away 2 or 3 good things from the day, and then it's for your £50, it's well worth it. So we got good value out of it. Russell Brand he was great, brilliant. Funny, like going to stand up at the end, to be fair. But the people who kind of probably went there a little bit unaware of what they were walking into, I can imagine was an eye opener for them.
I think it's a good, just bringing it back to like our reasons for doing the event for marketing and stuff, and trying to apply it to our clients. Or listeners who are in-house marketer are thinking what they could get out of the marketing event, hosting an event, marketing benefits of doing it. How have we, because it's free, how have we tracked what makes it a success?
Yeah, I mean, one example is, we won't name the client. We knew we got a client from last year event out of it, which if you look at the lifetime value of that client, it's well paid for itself on the ROI. That's one way of looking at it. But from a content point of view, we've probably got 6 months worth of content on this one. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, exactly that. It's amazing how many people run events and don't even film them. It happens all the time, and it's just such an insane leave of money on the table, isn't it, for the cost of putting the camera there and editing. And the talk editing is not exactly like you're not doing loads of editing or stuff. It's a low value thing, isn't it? So maximising what you can out of it, people do seem to leave a lot of money on the table when you look at it from a marketing perspective. I'm sure we leave a lot of money on the table from a sales perspective as well, so I'm open to that criticism. But yeah, it's amazing we try and get every penny out of the marketing of it, don't we? And that's how we look at the ROI is, if we were to try and get the people we got on good quality video with us, or come in and do these things face to face, we'd have had to either flown to America twice, different cities, cost us that money, travel to London, travel to these places, haul the kit around with us. Wouldn't have been that far off a similar price to having the whole thing we had to get the same content out of it.
So what do we have to put in then to get out of it? So you got obviously the topic. Obviously our topic is marketing, because marketing's what we do. But do you reckon that works for any B2B setting? Any it doesn't work for?
No, I think if you've got an audience, our audience is marketing managers, we put on the page, this is an event for marketing managers, and the content will be for marketing managers, in-house marketing managers. If you go that specific on, we have a persona, this is who this event is for, and all the talks at this event will be helpful for that person, you've kind of written your own editorial, really, because you've got like, we know every talk will be valuable to that audience, even if we deliver it as videos on the internet or as webinars or as blogs or whatever. It should tick the boxes, shouldn't it? So as long as people are putting events on with that lens, I can't see any industries it wouldn't work for, really.
I think a lot of people treat the event as the end goal, or the lead up to it as the campaign itself, and then you get people through the door, and then just whatever happens, or hopefully the sales team take over at that point. Whereas I definitely look at it from it is just part of a bigger campaign, and even though it's a huge thing, you've got emails leading up to it, social, whatever, you've got build up, you've got the day, which creates a whole lot of content, and sales and all that sort of stuff, but then that's sort of the midpoint of the campaign, and then you've got the follow-on other half, which is, again, email, social, roundup, video, and all the, in HubSpot at least, the data you get out of that, acting on that, and springing off other triggers. So it's, I guess, anyone considering an event, just think of the before and afters for me, because I think that's where some people fall down and think about what are they going to talk about. Well, it does matter, but for me, if it is, you pick your niche and you know the people, the influential people. We knew, like, the people, we didn't tell them what the talk should be about. We didn't give them a script, but we know that everything they talk about is valid and valuable to our audience. So let that just be a really high value piece of like content, or like an experience for the audience. But it's also not just the people that attended on the day; it's everybody else, your whole entire audience, your database, whatever, and let that run. And then you've got all your other bits to sort of validate it either side. It's a good way of looking at it.
Good chat. I think one thing for the listeners as well is this: our annuals. It's a lot of investment, a lot of sorting out, but we do a smaller version. Paul mentioned earlier we have our quarterly hug meeting where there's only 40 attendees, which is free. So think about that for your business. And then there's the even smaller version where you could do a free workshop, half-day workshop, where there's only 6 attendees. So the event size, the scale, and different versions start off small and build up. That's our advice. That's what we did.
Yeah, for sure, we did. Yeah, must have done the hugs for 2 years before we did Love Inbound. So we'd run 8. Well, we did it in 2 cities, didn't we? So we ran between 8 and 16.
Yeah.
40 people events before we did that one, which is good because it gives you experience in how long talks actually last, how much padding put between talks, how to get speakers and ask for them, and how long it takes them to put the slides together, and all of the sort of extreme basics, but at least you learn it on a tiny scale rather than on that setting.
I think, again, you mentioned it before, it's our own personal learning. We've all spoke at many hugs and proven our public speaking skills, and that overall in our team has been really beneficial. So definitely give it a go.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
Cool. Any other subjects before we close for the day?
I've got an olive tree tickling the back of my head repeatedly, and it's
I
really
hope
annoying.
that's not on the mic.
Because it's driving me crazy.
Just move 3 centimetres.
It's
sit up.
quite a large olive tree.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then I'm away from the mic, but no.
That's always been there.
Yeah, the settie's been moved more towards the tree.
There's always something new.
It's
It
sweet.
is. Yeah, it is. It's like spot on.
GDD set dressing.
Yeah, I find it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Keep
So I'll learn
iterating.
from that for next week. I'm not going to stick my head in an olive tree and try and do a podcast.
Did you drink all your beer before we finished?
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Well, about halfway through, mate.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
See you
guys.
later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.